Aha! The UPS van arriveth.
Just hoping it's in one piece. Right then, I've been told that doing an unboxing is really exciting. It's definitely exciting for me. So this is what we're going to do. So I've got my pair of scissors. If I do anything awful, it'll be for the world to see. Aha! Right, iMac.
You will see that Gladys the dog has meekly appeared in shot.
Right, well, that is the first box undone. So now it's time for the second box. Let's hope I'm not scratching the screen as I do this. I know you've seen this before lots of times. Right, so what have we got here? Right, so here is the, I think this is going to be the keyboard and the mouse maybe. We have the cable. And then, ta-da! How does this come out? So this goes over here. So, there is the beast. Well, it's quite a big screen, isn't it? Gladys is walking around and he's looking to see what's going on as well. Aren't you glad? So there we are. First thing we do is take this off. The way that Apple packed this is almost erotic in terms of the excitement that we get unpacking it. So this is unusable. Yeah. Okay. So here we are. The 2020 iMac 20-inch with a fairly hot spec, which I will share with you later. I'm now waiting for Amazon to deliver the memory upgrade, so that I've got an additional 32 megabytes or gigabytes of memory, in addition to the 8 that it has come with. And then we will start to see what happens next.
I'm buying my additional memory from Amazon because I'm obviously not prepared to pay Apple's ludicrous prices.
So the next job I'm going to do, before I even start the computer up, is to fit the new memory, or the extra memory I should say. It's another 32 gigabytes, and I've got to just somehow find a way of getting the memory out of the plastic container that is designed to sort of stop anybody from getting anything out of. I'm carefully going to drop the computer onto these cushions so as the screen isn't damaged. Like so.
You will notice we have now been joined by Jasper the cat.
So,
I didn't show opening the little compartment, but it's pretty easy to open. There are actually 4 memory slots. The machine comes with an 8 gigabyte card, but you could actually put in 4 32 gigabyte cards if you wanted to.
in it seems to go. Press it down. Seems to be in. That seems to be closed.
It's a two-handed job to close this.
It's in. So, the next step is to move it to my newly tidied office and introduce it to its new friends. Right, so now we are going to take it to its future home. Oh, I can see a bit more cellophane that comes out on it. Actually, I'm going to take that off now. Eh? And then I'm going to take it into its little house where it will be for the next, hopefully, many years. Now this may well look a little bit like Mission Control, but I should get it sorted, don't worry. So as you can see, this computer, new computer, it completely obliterates the outside world. So she, who must be obeyed, has insisted that this computer will be removed from my office and will go somewhere else. As you can see, I've been backing it up, and now the backup is finished, ready to restore onto the new iMac. So I'm now going to start this for the first time.
Unbeknown to me, I hadn't pushed the memory in to the point where it clicks.
Oh, well, that is a good start.
The mouse and the keyboard on the new iMac differ from the old one because they do not actually hold batteries. You recharge them using the usual Thunderbolt connection. So I've just gone through the startup process. Oh, somebody's now trying to ring us. Lovely. It was somebody trying to sell me something, an automated call. I'm being shouted at by my wife now just because I said something rude on the phone when I got a recorded message hit me, wanting to know if I'd had a recent accident. So if I get that kind of call, I do say something rude. Now, I've backed up the old computer on my time machine to the new one. I've gone through all the setup process on here, and it's now asking me if I want to transfer my information from a Mac. So I'm going to say yes. So let's see what happens now. So it's found the external hard disk that I've plugged in to the back. There it is down there. And there's about half a gigabyte of data on there.
I have mail for you.
So I've selected that and told it to continue, and I presume it will take ages. The selected backup was created with... Okay, you've got to update the system before performing the migration. So it's actually updating the operating system. I'm a little bit surprised there wasn't the most up-to-date system on there when I bought it. I'll let that carry on for a minute. So the computer is rebooted. I'm being asked to sign in with my Apple. They've now sent me a sign-in request. I've got to put a number in here. You go through the terms and conditions. You'll then set up a new password to get onto the computer.
Master, I have mail for you.
Yes, people can be quite amused by that little message I get. I'm going to just pause this. So we have this Find Me thing, which is useful if somebody decides they want to come through the window and steal my Mac. I will be able to find it and erase it. However, they're also saying the Mac will be associated with your Apple ID, and data such as photos, contacts and documents be stored in the cloud so you can access them on other devices.
Master, I have mail for you.
I don't want all my photos put on the cloud. Anyway, we're going to continue here. Express setup. You sign the... Just been brought a cup of coffee by the present Mrs. Little in a mug from the smallest distillery in Scotland, where I've been on many occasions. I have whiskey actually out in the cupboard from this place. Okay, data and privacy, that's what it's called. Analytics. I might as well share crash and users data with app developers. I see no reason why I shouldn't. Get screen time. That's too frightening for me. I don't really want to be involved in screen time. Ask Siri.
We might as well enable Ask Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, open the Documents folder. Hey Siri, show my downloads. Hey Siri, what's the weather like? Hey Siri, what does the rest of my day look like? Siri is ready. How amazing is that? Share audio recordings. So this page is now asking me about storing my photos in iCloud. I don't want that to happen. I've already got an account with my Apple Echo, and I also have an account with Google, so I really don't think I need to do that and pay Apple for the benefit. So I've just gone for the fire encryption, which encrypts your hard disk. Select an appearance and see how the dock menus looks. I think I want to have auto on that. And then it gets dark when it gets darker when it gets dark. Oh, this is like the Spanish Inquisition. True tone display. Your Mac will automatically adapt to ambient lighting conditions to make colours appear consistent. You can change this. No, I want the true tone display. If you can notice the difference here, or maybe you can't. I think I can continue without true tone display. With true tone display, sorry. Thank you. Start using your Mac. Right, do you want to use time to back up your time machine? No, I wanted to start downloading stuff actually. Let's see what happens. Right, so we seem to be more or less compass mentors here, just about. What I need to do now is to restore from my time machine. So that's my next plan. Before I do anything else, I thought I would just check my memory upgrade. So I'm hitting about this Mac, and you can now see that I have 40 gigabytes of memory. Well, I know this is probably the most boring unboxing you've ever watched. To be honest, I did it as a bit of an exercise in Final Cut Pro, where I was using several different cameras and looking at synchronizing stuff. So it's more of a study for me. However, I am remiss on not telling you a little more about the spec of this machine, so I'll just conclude by sharing that with you. So I went for the 5K 27-inch iMac, primarily because I'm going to be using it for graphics work, and but not least because you can actually upgrade the memory on this machine. So that was my main thinking about it, but I did spend an awful lot of time researching the spec and what I should get and whether I go higher spec and pay the extra money or what I do. And I looked at lots of different videos and reviews and decided on the spec that I've chosen for reasons I'll explain. So one of the options was to get a special kind of glass that doesn't reflect.
Well, where my computer is, it's right in front of the window, so there's no reflection from the window at all, so there's no point in spending money on that. It was a lot of money to spend. In the end, I got the i7 chip, primarily because, as I understand it, the i7 is almost as quick as the i9, and there is a possible difference in heating issues to get the faster chip, so I decided to get something that was likely to be more reliable. I upgraded my 8 gigabytes of memory to, actually it's 40 gigabytes now, because I bought a 38 gigabyte card from Amazon. So I now have 40 gigabytes, which seems to be performing fantastically. Bearing in mind I'm going to be using graphics packages, it seemed to be recommended that I upgrade the graphics card to the 5700 XT with 16 gigabytes of memory. What I liked about this machine is that it had a solid state drive. I store a lot of my stuff on external solid state drives, so I opted just to upgrade the 500 to a 1 terabyte drive inside the machine itself. I decided to just keep the mouse and keyboard. I've been very happy using the Magic Mouse and Magic Keyboard from on the previous model, and saw no need to upgrade it, although I noticed that it has been changed over time. There are no longer chargeable batteries inside. You just charge it up using your Thunderbolt cable. The only other thing that I bought was Final Cut Pro, which is a superb package. I started using it actually with my old Mac. Some people may remember that Apple did an upgrade back in September 2020, which really messed up iMovie, and you could only export files in with a 360 resolution, and it took them about 10 days to get that sorted out. I got on to Apple at the time, and they recommended that if I was going to get Final Cut Pro, I could get it for 3 months on approval as such, without having to pay for it. So I've also got Final Cut Pro. So I know the problem with that people say about Apples is they're too damn expensive for what they are. But for what they are is the operative word, really. I've had PCs in the past, and something goes wrong with them, you have got a problem getting it sorted out. With Apple, even with a machine that is 7-8 years old, all you have to do is ring a number in the UK, and somebody will speak to you and help you sort your problems out. Even when the thing's out of warranty, they will take over the computer and help to sort the problem out. I even had a problem with my phone, and they took over the phone and helped me with the problem. So you have to compare like with like. The Apple is a fantastic machine. The performance is brilliant. I've been using it now for several weeks. Find that it is a huge improvement on the previous one, although you would expect that with the increased specification. And it is very much a working computer, not one where you're constantly having to sort out glitches. So, sorry I've been long-winded. I hope in some ways this has been informative or interesting or amusing in some ways to watch. And basically, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it.